So Mirror's Edge is an action-adventure game, but what's unique about it is it's an action-adventure told from the first-person point of view. You play an athletic character called Faith. Faith's a runner at the start of the game. She's kind of minding her own business. She lives on the edge of this society, of this gleaming city full of, tall, shimmering skyscrapers and clean, crime-free streets. It's almost like a utopia. She doesn't agree with the stringent laws that have come in, so she's moved to the edge of the society, and so have other people. They've been sort of criminalised and ostracised. But then what happens during the game is that a member of her family is put under threat, and that's what is the catalyst for the events in the storyline. We describe Faith as a very human heroine in the same way that John McClane or Ellen Ripley, they weren't superheroes. They just were put in a position, and it was how they reacted when the pressure was on that's what makes them a hero. And I think that's what makes anybody a hero. Faith doesn't have any superpowers or super weapons. It's just her own physicality and how she reacts to the world. Well, the game is a classic action-adventure, so there's puzzle, there's chase. One of the goals was to make the basic controls as simple and intuitive as possible, but then to have a degree of skill built into them, so it took you a long time to master them. Everything in the game is born out of the core mechanic of movement, so the combat is as well. So the combat is based on momentum and the speed of your movement at that time. There's an attack button and there's a disarm button, and it's really that simple. But then the combat is an extension of the movements, and therefore it's as intuitive but also as deep and complex to learn as the movement. Weapons are in the game, and they're in the game as much as the player wants them to be. You can take any weapon off any character as long as you can get up to him and disarm him. There's also a trade-off because the weapon restricts your movement. You can't do the jumps and the grabs and the swings, so you're trading off short-term firepower for agility and speed. It's possible to complete the whole game without shooting anybody, and that's one of the achievements in the game. I would not say the game is open world in the sense that it's not GTA, but I think it's actually better for that, because if we tried to make a huge open world, we'd lose the focus and the direction in the movement. We've got a story to tell, and we want to tell that story, be able to experience that story. There are other modes in the game apart from the main story mode, but we're going to be talking more about those later on in the summer. The levels themselves have lots of variety and choice in them. The next stage now is to get people to actually play the game and feel the controls and understand that it is intuitive, it is fun to pick up and play, but there is quite a big degree of skill involved to master all the moves. And I think we have made a breakthrough, because where we've reached from where we started, I think is more sophisticated movement in first person than anybody's ever done before.